Hi everyone, we just wanted to let you know about this upcoming pattern. We're going to have extended active and cold through early December. What's kind of driving this? Well, this big Alaskan ridge is going to develop. It puts a trough over the Pacific Northwest, and that typically means colder and snowier. So potential impacts for the last week in November through the first week of December, looking at periods of slower travel. Roads will have resources taxed. Snow piles may make it tougher to mitigate future storms. And for utilities, colder temperatures will cause more fuel and energy consumption. So this is looking at probabilities for temperature on the left and precipitation on the right. If you look at the top 10 similar historical dates with this atmospheric pattern with the ridge over Alaska, trough over the Pacific Northwest, there is a high probability for below average temperatures, especially across western Montana, northwestern Montana. As far as precipitation, we're looking at 50 to 60% probability for above average precipitation, and this is centered on November 30th. So here's the official forecast, which is a blend of some of the ensemble models, and this is from November 28th to December 2nd. Up to 80% probability that it will be colder than average, and 50% probability for above average precipitation. Looking a little bit further, this is looking at probabilities, high probability for colder across northwest Montana, and this is from centered on December 3rd. We're looking at 50% probability for above average precipitation, and here's the forecast for that period for November 30th through December 6th, and up to 70% probability that it will be colder than average, 50% probability for above average precipitation. So we looked at some previous cases where we had this similar setup with the ridge over Alaska, trough over the Pacific Northwest. And these patterns would suggest a higher probability for snow in the lower elevations of north central Idaho and western Montana. Also persistent colder than average temperatures with periods of sub-zero temperature and wind chills. And this could last up to 2 weeks. These are some of the top analogs from the recent matches. And 1970 lasted for 10 days. The case in 85 lasted for 15 days. And then 2007 was only like 6 days, and then 14 days in 2008. Here are some just more dates with a similar pattern. The bottom left is from last December. Remember, we were warm for a long time, and all of a sudden the pattern changed, and we got this big ridge upstream with the trough over us, and we got snow and cold. And then our most recent pattern was November 6th through 9th. We got the snow and the cold, and that's what the upper level pattern kind of looks like. So here's just a few examples of some previous dates. Here's from 1970. It wasn't really that cold. We did get down in the single digits, but along the divide, we barely got below zero. Snowfall, a lot of snowfall in the mountains, also in north central Idaho. Powell got 27 inches. Warren is kind of an upper level station in Idaho. They got 35 inches. We don't have any SNOTEL data here, but you can kind of infer from Powell 3.5 inches of liquid that the mountains got a lot of snowfall. Here's from the 1985 case. That was a lot colder. There was a lot more Arctic air to be tapped into. Got down to 20, 30 below. Snowfall wise, still lots of snow in the mountains. You can really see that in the total precipitation. Shanghai Summit, 4 inches of liquid. Also, Grangeville got 39 inches in this pattern. Anaconda, 16. Seeley Lake, 12 inches. Potomac, 11. Missoula, 8 inches. Kalispell, 6 inches. Here's a 2007 case. Coldest temperatures got down to 20 below along the divide. Polebridge, Yak got down to 17 below. Total snowfall, Dixie had 2 feet of snow. Yak had 18. Seeley Lake got 10 inches. In the western Montana valleys, got less than 10 inches of snow during that period. And the mountains got decent amount of snowfall. We're looking at several inches of water equivalent. If you need any more information, feel free to contact us. You can email us or call us. Thank you.